We are live, guys. Come help us. Oh my god, come help us out at Patreon.
We are live. Raven, the GS, Joe, 1/3 of the Sicario.
Sam, the legend behind the teddy.
We are live.
Guys, welcome back to another review. I'm Raven, the GS.
I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And today we have Sicario 2. And bang of a movie. And this movie follows the sequel back in 2015. And, you know, it just goes into the story where the US tries to start a war story, things go wrong, blah, 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 blah. And
Man said blah, 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 blah.
and,
Are you gonna...
and that's where... No, because I don't want to give it much until we go into it. I just
Okay.
want to give the
general gist.
just before we jump into...
America's messing stuff up.
As usual. I didn't want to say something like that, hey.
That's what happens in the. That's what happens in the movie. Disclaimer.
Okay, cool. Well,
Disclaimer.
this movie is directed by Stefano Sollima and is starring Benicio del Toro, Batman, Josh Brolin,
Thanos.
oh my days, Martin, Isabella Moner, Jeffrey Donovan, Manuel Garcia Fluto. I understand now why you told me to do this one. Catherine Keno. And yeah, the budget for this movie was 35 to 45 million, and so far is on 27.4 on box office. Sounds like a bit of a struggle for the sales.
No, do you know what? Yeah, I don't. Is it? Is it really? It's a smaller movie. I mean, I feel like it's definitely gonna make a profit. Definitely.
I mean, at some point it will make a profit for box office. I mean, you've got Del Toro and Brolin together. I think those names should have just sold up quite a bit more, no?
Yeah, but I think this is one of those movies that is gonna be consistently good. Like, it's not gonna have a heavy first week and then a 50% drop off. It's gonna have a, you know,
okay, I guess
20% drop off all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
The good things people will have to say, more and more people go and buy the tickets.
Yeah, you get me.
Cool. Alright, so where are we starting off with? Story. What's your thoughts on the story?
I love the story.
As usual, I mean, it's just one of those things.
The story's sick. So basically, there's a bombing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bombing which is ultra peak.
Listen,
Ultra peak.
It's
Like, I was surprised that they showed it the way they showed it. Do you know what I'm saying?
So
There's scenes in this movie that are mad. It's a madness, bro. It is a madness. All right, let me keep going anyway. So I like the general story. So there's a bombing. Basically, America trying to find out who it is. They think they find out who it is, and they want to go and mess them up, and they find out someone else. All loose. Look,
it just becomes a mess.
Yeah.
Like, you know, US. Obviously, you know what they say. Shoot first, ask question later. But obviously, that backfires, and now you're trying to rectify things.
Yeah.
Try to take out people you should not be trying to take out. But yeah, that's pretty much they try to clean up the house as usual.
Yeah, man. I thought the story was super legit, man. I thought it was tight. I didn't really see any plot holes in it. I really liked it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I liked it until the point where they didn't go after Benicio del Toro's character, because I think that's where. Because the way the story starts off with those two, I mean, the entrance to the movie.
What do you mean when they don't go after him? When she tells him to go get him?
No,
you're wrong,
to
man.
clean up. Like,
There's no way.
I felt there should have been, because everything was way too smooth for a mission that's been compromised. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not gonna agree with you.
Go do what you gotta do. Like, yeah, like, okay, don't go against each other. So, like, you two, but there must be definitely conflict. Like when someone at the back's trying to do something else. Because everything else from there is just the story-wise. It was just way too smooth for a complicated mission. And this is one of the problems I have with this movie. Like, you start off so well, you know, with the mission. Things take a U-turn, but somehow it still feels smooth. You know, with the Sicario trying to make his extraction, with the team trying to do the same thing as well. Like, it was just way too smooth. And when he turns around and says, oh, no, we're just gonna take the girl and it's cool. Like, oh,
Bro,
so you
don't defy. Just in that scenario, you don't defy your commanding officer, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
I just feel that you know who you went to get. You know the strategies
Your
You
commanding
told
officer
him.
is ordering you to do something, fam. You do what you're supposed. You do what you're told, innit?
Yeah, but
that's
then-
the military, fam.
But then he didn't do that at the end.
He didn't.
He
but
didn't.
but his unit aren't gonna supersede him, fam.
Yeah, but
there's no
but
way
then,
that's gonna happen.
But then again, but that's what I'm saying. But then the story's just way too smooth.
No.
It's just wait for a mission.
I don't want us to get
way too smooth for me.
No.
Anyway.
I loved it. The way that happens, the thing is, because when all of this is transpiring in the third act, I'm like, this is gonna, like, what you're saying is too smooth here is gonna be the whole of the next movie if they do another one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I believe they didn't get into it there, because it's like, if we address this right now, there's nothing for next time.
There is ways to go on about
Nah,
that.
man.
And
The way it went down is sick.
showing the kid too much. There's ways they
Show him
could-
what kid?
The kid that at the end he goes,
Hello, I'm Tigger.
wait, swap.
Let's keep going.
So, did you just showing too much of that? There should have been ways you could have done
No,
that.
we're talking about two different parts then, because I'm talking about the extraction of the girl.
I'm past that.
Okay, yeah, that part at the end I don't like, innit? And I feel like this movie is so smart and has been given us so much credit as viewers that you didn't need to do that. All you needed to do was show the door open, see the two people in there, and the door closed.
And then you
That's
wouldn't know
enough.
whether he killed
Yes.
or whether he extracted it.
Yeah, that's enough, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool.
So then the kid as well. What's your thoughts about that?
Who? Are we moving on to acting now?
No,
Bruv,
no.
we're all over, you're all over the place right now.
No, I'm just talking about the storyline.
Yeah.
The kid's story.
The-
background
with the
of
boy.
just showing too much.
The boy.
Yeah.
I thought the boy's story was cool.
You think there wasn't just too much? You don't think there was ways they could have gone way around it?
When I'm watching the movie, I never had an issue with it at all.
I thought
Even
it
thinking
was-
back,
I just thought it was a bit too much.
nah, man.
I think it was a bit
I
too
think
much. And there was like giving us that time, they could have been showing something else.
Nah, I feel like see now thinking back at the movie, I feel like lots of that stuff is gonna pay off in the next movie. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you need to see this kid, where he comes from, to understand why at the end he does what he does, and then after that,
Alright.
why he does what he does.
See,
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
My-
he makes two big decisions
Yeah, he
at
does.
the end of the movie.
Yeah, he does.
And without seeing the real beginning, you'd never be like, that's why he did it.
right, and this is exactly what I'm saying. You gave with those two, the last two decisions he makes, but giving it so much, and there's that bit where they talk about the Sicario's family. There's ways you could transition that. You could make us think that that's him, and then come back in the next movie like, oh, or even at the end. You know what I'm saying? But not trying to give us too much of the kid. Like there's ways they could have transitioned between those two
No,
without
see-
us giving us way too much about the
See,
kid.
the boy, I didn't have an issue with him. I had an issue with the girl in it, but I was gonna move on to that next in it. Like,
But then that will come, I guess, into the...
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's move on from story, man.
Alright,
The
cool.
story's legit, I think.
Production. Oh my days. Like, you know what? Yeah, I went into this movie thinking, okay, how are you gonna... Like, I didn't want to, but I don't know, it just hit me. Like, how are you gonna do, like, more than you did the last time? And the way you just start off this movie, like, it's beautiful, but at the same time, it's like, breathtaking. I did not see that coming. The way to start a movie, if you want to keep someone in the edge and start a movie, like, this is the way to start. Like,
Yeah.
so raw.
I think there's like, from the beginning of the movie, there's just some sick intensity into this movie, and they keep the intensity even at the parts where it's slow and nothing's really happening. They continue to like increase the intensity of the movie, and I'm on my shit. Like, I'm just in suspense. Like, I feel like I'm like this the whole time the movie's going on, because bare stuff's happening. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really like the production of it, the music, the
As
just
always.
just how they was moving as the military, how they was moving as like hitmen. Like every facet it showed, I felt like the military side, the street side, the dirty military side. Like, I feel like everything they showed was great, man. Like, I love the production.
I like the transition between the borders, because then that's two worlds. It's like you're showing two completely different worlds, and you just go from one side to the other, and then transition is so good, so beautiful shown. I also love the wide shots. I think that's a thing that a lot of companies are doing now, is just showing that wide shot. Because usually, like with action movies, quite you know, into whatever's going on. Lots of wide shots. I love that.
That's cool, man.
Moving on to acting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to start this, or do you want me to start?
I'm gonna be pretty quick on this. Like, everyone, I thought acting was lit, was super sick. Like, Josh Brolin is having a year this year. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got this, Thanos, and Cable. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's doing bits. Benicio del Toro, bruv. I might not, bruv. I don't know what's wrong with this dude, innit? But he is just on fire, bruv. Like, this guy's super lit. Every scene he's on the screen, I loved. He changes character. Like, you visibly see him change characters in the movie.
But yeah, you can definitely see he's not emotionally attached to circumstances. He's very is able to adapt to circumstances very quickly, and I guess that's what makes him, you know, the top of the food chain. You know, whether, you know, I have to go stealth, whether I have to execute daylight, whether I got to do sign language, it's mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Josh Brolin, the way he comes in the movie, bruv, why are you coming into a specific place with shorts? Like,
He died in the first movie as well, though, wasn't it? Flip flops and that.
I was spazzing out loud. Like, how you go into this room dressed up like that, and you're just calm, just another day out in the sun, just flip flops and just taking things, just such breeze. I love those two characters, man.
Acting wise, the only issue I had was with, like, the little girl. I felt like her acting, I thought some of her lines were, like, so boring. Like, she's talking to her head teacher and she's like, it's not the attitude. I understand the attitude of the character because her dad's a big time crime boss and that. But it's just like some of the deliveries, like, and it's, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like she's giving one-liners, like,
she
like
was
girls at that age, like, they was giving one-line, like, they don't do one-liners.
She was definitely the weakest link. I mean, even from the beginning, like you said, she understands, and this is why this is why I believe she's the weakest link, because the way she understands her position, she's talking to the head. Oh, fire me then. Oh, you're not gonna do that. Shut your mouth then. You know what I mean? So you know your power. I mean, you live in a mansion with 23 rooms or whatever, your own little palace. You know the world you're living in. But as soon as it changes, oh, I'm a different character. I'm a different.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Even with, listen, for you to understand your power, I understand you can be scared, but at the same time, you can be in that frame of mind where it's like, you can sort of expect that and act the way you act. I think she just completely changed she kind of acting was watered down.
I disagree with that, yeah, because I felt like her acting got better after the scenario happened to her. Do you know what I'm saying? But I feel like before the scenario happened, it was too much. It was too over the top. It was too much one-liners. Now, I'm glad her character changed because she, to me, is a teenage girl who's got everything she wants in the world, knows she runs stuff, and then, but she knows what world she lives in, but she's never faced that world, and that's why when she faces that world, she turns real quick. Now I'm just a scared little girl. That's fine. That's fine. My issue was before that, how just how one-linery she was. Like, I felt like she was in a different movie. Like, kick me out of school then, but then she wouldn't say nothing else. Do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it was too much.
To me, it was in that specific moment, especially with, you know, that interaction with the headmaster. It was more like showing power without doing much. You know what I mean? Just face expression and the way it was transitioned between those two. I felt like so that's what I liked about it a bit. But I mean, I do agree with you. I mean, with that side as well, where once you get put in a scenario, you change. I mean, we all know people change sides, but I guess me personally, I would want it to show a bit more backbone in it, but that's that. Alright, so your thoughts on the movie?
I think the movie is super sick. I really enjoyed it. I love the production, I love the acting in it. I felt like that girl really kind of affected the movie for me. I felt like the ending of the movie was kind of disappointed. It kind of brought me down to another level of movie, because I had Sicario, the original one, on this, like, up here, like, this is one of those dramas that you can watch and there's intelligence for the viewers and stuff like that. And I feel like right at the end of Sicario 2, they kind of just said, oh, we're doing what a lot of other movies are doing now, with how blatant the movie ends with like almost a to be continued. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't like that at all, and I felt like it really affected my viewing of the movie for that.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that 100% because you know, with the first movie, you know, it's like, okay, we're making this movie. That's it.
Yeah,
we're just making this movie.
Yeah.
If it blows, then okay, then we can carry on from that. And over here, I feel that should have been closed instead of just oh, so you want to, and then boom, like sort of thing. Yeah, you just left it way too open. The story was watered down towards the end as well. So yeah, that's one of the biggest things for me as well.
Cool.
All right, so the official Cyber Nerds rating for this movie is a almost lit. So it's a 3.5.
3.5 sofas out of 5. Almost lit.
Almost lit. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I feel like it could have been a 4.
Bruv, there's two. I feel like there's one thing that could have happened that would have made the movie lit, but it's almost lit. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm recommending going out and watching it. If you enjoyed Sicario, you will enjoy this. It is a great movie, man. It's good.
Well, guys, that's our reviews for Sicario 2. Let us know what you think. Jump on the comment section below. Jump on Twitter. Jump on Patreon. Jump on Facebook. Jump everywhere you can find us and let us know what you think about this movie. I'm Raven, your GS.
I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
I will see you in the next movie review.
Peace.
Peace.